have no right to enter that mountain.
I have the only right.
I kind of found myself terrified of the idea of being in such close proximity to orcs. I think you had it really rough in this movie. Are they scary in real life?
Well, they are when you first meet them, yeah. But I know them all as stunt guys, and they were very close friends, and you know, hung out with them a lot when they were normal. The funniest thing is when they put the costumes on, and then they go, "Right, Luke, how are you, mate?" And you're like, I don't know who you are. You literally wouldn't know who they were. It took a while because you can't tell. You know,
right.
The prosthetics are that amazing. They had eyes in, and they had teeth, and then they got their mouths filled with black blood. Oh my God! I don't know how they did it. I do not know how they did it.
I don't either. And there's so much orc violence in this movie, which I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately,
there's
horrible.
a couple of good beheadings, isn't there?
Really good beheadings. I think it tells me more about myself as a viewer when someone gets beheaded and I go, ah, woo!
Therapy for you.
Because Weta is famous for making heavy things functional, like the chainmail and stuff like that. What about the arrow? How heavy is that arrow?
Well, I'll tell you right now, my chainmail in the third movie is real. The arrow was made...
It's real? They made you put on the full...
Yes, they did, yes.
Is punishment?
What'd you do? I thought they liked me, but obviously they don't. But the arrow was made of lots of different materials, depending on what we used it for. So, because some would shake, but would be light, so I'd have to be careful which one we used. But we had hundreds of different versions of the black arrow. Once I used it, there's a scene in the film where I give it to Bane and I say, run, look after it, hide it somewhere, and he runs off. But when we did a take, and I ran around the corner and it hit the wood beam and got stuck, and then the head of it snapped off, and I gave him the arrow, and actually the head of the arrow was stuck in the wall. So they're very sharp. Beautiful piece of workmanship, though.
Everything is gorgeous there. When you break a prop at Weta, like, do they make you do push-ups or anything? Like,
nah, Weta's just around the corner, and they just pop out another one and just bring it round. You know, they're very calm.
Have you been through the whole workshop?
I have. I had a private tour of that.
It's so unbelievable.
Breathtaking.
What is your favorite thing that you saw? Because they have so many things that aren't just from the movie they're working on. And
the thing I remembered the most was probably the wall of faces in the death mask room.
Yes, the Richard Taylor's.
They're not just death masks. You know, there's lots of. You know, they did my mask there, but they, you know, there's about 4 people in the world, and they have the biggest collection, and they swap them like football cards. You know, and it's so funny. So they said, I've got Vincent Price circa 1935. Do you want to swap it for Vincent Price 1972? You know, and that's what they do. They swap them around. But there's a whole. There's Abraham Lincoln is on the wall, George Washington.
Don't they have a Liz Taylor, too?
They have Elizabeth Taylor. I mean, it's an incredible wall of faces, and it's like spot the, you know, it's amazing. Absolutely brilliant.
Do you get to ask them to place your face next to another specific face?
Yeah, I could have asked that, yeah.
You could have. You could
I
have
sort
gotten
of
real
knew where I
close
was
to
going
Abe
to go,
Lincoln.
because there was a space on the wall, and I thought, well, maybe I'll go up there. I don't know. If I sweet talk them, I might go on their wall.
That's right. Stop breaking props.
Yeah.
That is what you will bring upon us. He cannot see beyond his own desire.